And I want to hear an official prediction from you. Do we get overtime, and if so, how many?
Yes, and I'm thinking a crispy 4 OTs.
You're thinking crispy 4 OTs?
Crispy 4 OTs and a...
I'll say 6 OTs. Just make it just one heck of a match. Oh yeah, we're gonna be here all night. Be here all night. Our producer's gonna want to sleep for days afterwards. But regardless, we're going to see things getting underway. Magic will be the one to take the first engagements, and unfortunately for him, Weeza takes off his head immediately. Of course, we do see OG Wizard along with Weeza finding those strikes to go ahead and crack open the site. Super unfortunate for Magic. He was looking to try and do a lot of work, but it's just denied outright. Now into the retake for a 3v5.
And it is fury here for lag on the pistol. The anger, the frustration of losing that last map, all released into one quick pistol here on Anubis. They handle business.
Yeah. Just gotta go quick, go fast at this point, man. I mean, why not? It's already, if you're on the East Coast, it's already 11:20 at night, so these players are starting to, I'm sure, get a bit tired. I know we're getting a little bit tired as well, but...
Either that or they're about to hit peak gaming hours, and...
yeah, they are, you're right.
And we're about to see some of the best Counter-Strike all night, you know?
Oh, honestly. Could be the best Counter-Strike of all day, you know, even with some of the Tier 1 events that are going on right now.
Better than Dom versus OG in 2024.
Oh, gosh. Better than Vitality Gamer Legion that happened earlier.
That was a pretty good game, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game.
Enjoyed that one.
Oh man, but we have seen some good stuff come out of Lag here into the round. Able to close it out. No bomb plant necessary. Lag just able to close it out. Nice little 2-0. They lose quite a bit of weaponry though, which is going to be concerning, especially since we will be looking at the side of Revenge Nation to maybe put themselves with a couple of upgrade pistols. So MAC-10s, Galils galore there for the side of Lag, but that's going to be concerning for their economy going forward. Actually, they're actually able to keep it at a decent level. Look at that. About averaging about 1,000, maxing out at 2,700. So, I mean, hey, they're gonna be good for buys.
Another bit of a spot there. That volley to just kind of put some frustration into the initial peak. Not a bad idea. Lost that one in early and comfortable fights being taken. USP's just not gonna really do much at all until they do. One kill in and another. So I think that's always mission accomplished. When you're on a full default pistol round, let's say USPs or Glocks, and you get a couple kills, if you get 2, that's nice. If you get 3, that is like fantastic territory. You're happy.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. But, of course, as we're into the first full rifle round, what do you think? Revenge Nation, is this where they go ahead and start to pull together here on their CT side? Because, of course, something we noted during the last match when we saw Anubis is, of course, this is a T-sided map. So, we'll be seeing if Lag can go ahead and leverage that to get themselves, like, a super deep run of rounds going. Or if Revenge Nation can go ahead and start to pull out some surprising strats here on their CT side. Which do you think it's going to be here in the beginning?
That's a good question. For me, I want to get a taste of what Lag is bringing to the table, and on that T side, they do get to dictate that pace. But Revenge Nation on this defense, it feels like their good reads continue off to start it off, the rifle to follow suit, and there's a quick answer to our question. It's going to be a stellar defense. Sofer again heating up, but wait a second. Not another 2v5 with these two players once again left into the clutch.
I can't believe they forced up.
Bro! Just about gets the spray, but he's down to 22. That's not enough health. But there's an open bomb site.
Oh,
there's
no way.
Open bomb site.
I'm surprised they didn't flex one back as soon as they got those 2 initial losses there. Because, I mean, you know teammates have already... you know that they possibly could have already rotated back because there was one that was coming up through canals that could have shut things down, but of course Experative able to go ahead find out one for himself to go ahead and get that 3K. He's on for the ace right now. If he plays his cards right, man. I mean, he's got a Molotov. They don't have any smokes to use, just flashes and an HE, so a well-timed Molotov could shut this down. We're gonna see them go ahead and get onto it. Experative's reading into it. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. It goes for the molly. I'm not expecting him to be on the hold. That's a bit of a shame. He had a good chance there, but of course I think it was being watched by Revenge Nation. His teammate was watching it, so I think he would have survived, but
Right.
regardless, round taken up.
A scary spot to be in, but pushing past that, the initial defense is just way too strong.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a theme
That's
here
an excellent setup.
It is, and it's feels like the excellent CT side setups have been a theme for this Revenge Nation squad. Really well read into the initial game plans of lag, it feels like, and that's another example of it.
Well, they're just going to be going ahead and slowing things down pretty quickly. They do go ahead and put down the utility. They're actually attempting over here at this ace side again. We saw some great success on Revenge Nation here earlier. I like the utility setup. It's just smoke after smoke to go ahead and slow things down. Unfortunately, Soffer's not able to make anything work. Ooh, the guy about catches out his teammate.
Yeah, I mean, I would have forgave him rather if he did, because he goes on to find 3 kills on the site. Devastates that defense. That's a bounce back from lag. This time they don't have an op early ready to go on that A side defense, and as much resistance there. I mean, it's a lot weaker in terms of the numbers game.
Yeah, there we go. Massive round to come out of lag. They carry everything over. I mean, that's brilliant. Like you were saying, they're going to be able to go ahead and just put themselves into a good position with their economy. They're really starting to build it up. Players up at 6K already, 5K, 4K. So, I mean, regardless what happens in this upcoming round, we're going to be looking at a full rifle round. Possible op to come out as well. But I thought off the back of that initial round win out of Revenge Nation there, I think it was round 5. They would have been able to go ahead and start to push this a bit farther to get themselves into maybe a tie by the 6, but that's just not the case.
Could afford it that much. Now, off the back of pretty consistent executes heading towards that A side of the map, they're going to switch it up straight towards B now, off spawn.
Man, lost. That's going to do it nicely. Able to find out one. Nix. Going for 2, though. Look at that. Good little double. Of course, the pistols, I doubt they're going to be able to do too terribly much. They do have software on an A1S, so maybe they apply a little bit of pressure, maybe try and find a pick or two to take away some weaponry. Of course, the money still in such a brilliant position. Bunt. Magic. Ooh. Reeves and AK. Yeah, just dip out of that.
Prize there on the exit.
Terrorists win.
Lag the ones that are winning right now. Starting off with a statement here. I mean, it feels like this early kickoff has been the most distance in between these two teams that we've seen throughout the series. They're constantly competitive.
Yeah.
That T side of Anubis, you know, it can be so effective at giving you an early start.
Really can be, but as we do get things rolling once again, we're going to be seeing the side of lag with full rifles. They have so much money right now. Look at that. 7.8, 7.9, OG at 6.5. I mean, they're just going to keep stacking cash at this point.
Why not? Keep stacking up that bread. And right back into another off-spawn goal. 4 players defaulting outside of B. I guess hints as to where this is going to finish. Just using this momentum to call off of each round here. This time feeling like A is where they want to set their crosshairs.
Well, a lot of util about to be played out. We're going to go ahead and throw a bit of a fake over here towards A. Meanwhile, the majority of these players here from Lag opting to go over here towards B. Of course, these players didn't really get pulled away. Soffer's able to get himself a kill. Of course, Lost did lose his life immediately. Zam holding it down as well. Gets a frag out. And now, as it's down to the final 3v4, the advantage is going the way of Revenge Nation. But, ooh, big kill out of OG Wizard. He's going to be able to find out one. Soffer does get the trade on the next, who gets the bomb plant down. They're going to go ahead and retreat back and look to try and get into strong post plant positions. Good kill out of Magic, eliminates Nick X, leaving it all down to OG. He needs to find himself a beautiful 1v3. Gonna go ahead, pop the flash up, goes for the swing. Ooh, finds one close at hand. Still on the ball though, he doesn't know it, and that's so unfortunate. He's able to find out two, but not the third. The up does ring out, but he got the defuse before that. Beautifully done.
Wow. That is an incredible attempt right there from OG Wizard, who almost does it again with a big clutch attempt. But denied right at the end. That timer, that diffuse kit going a long way in securing Revenge Nation that round. Able to spin for that op kill, but that peak is furious. A secondary kill as well. Magic just doing a good enough job to distract. Keeping his crosshair away from that diffuser just long enough for them to skate, to sneak on by in that round. Super comfortable, but it'll do the trick in getting their heads back into this one. And a pause immediately called off the back of it.
Yeah, I can't really blame them on that. They win out that round. They just want to go ahead, calm down, cool off, make sure that they have their strategy ready to go for this upcoming defense. Because, of course, Lag, they're right on the precipice of going ahead, notching themselves that 6th round marker. At that point, Revenge Nations are stuck into a catch-up situation. Well, as we're into the rifle rounds, and there's still plenty of funds to go around there for Lag. Ooh, OG Wizard, what happened to you? Did he catch HEs? Did he get tagged by the op there? What happened?
Feels like this initial move towards middle might have been that upshot connection or something along those lines. They're heading towards that B side again. Another trial on this side of the map here. Another test for these B defenders. Coming soon.
Alrighty, well, bit of util being tossed on out, trying to flush players out of position. Now, as we do see Nick X find out one, Lost finds out the other. Of course, swinging through, Lost is good for 2, 3. Look at that. Magic able to find one as well. And just like that, it's all down to Nick X. Man, they just picked him apart. Lost, absolutely fantastic. He goes ahead, gets himself out of that position.
Nick X has a bit of a timing cure, but no, it's just been clocked. Little swing comes through. Lost eventually does fall, but he did one hell of a job. Oh, last bullet for Nick X.
Oh my god!
Is a one tap on the Magic. That is disgusting. HE to include in this aggression. The well-timed swing to shut it down.
That
right
was
as you start to believe.
Absolutely insane.
A one tap right there. Little style points for him on the way out, at least.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. That was a little bit scary. I thought for a second there he had it. I was like, man, he might be able to pull this one over. Well, we're into a huge rifle round once again. This time, we're seeing Lag at the bottom of the barrel. All that economy that they built up, spent away. And now we're looking at Revenge Nations at the chance to go ahead and cause a major upset and a major reset of their economy to possibly really look to play for that tie coming up into round 10. Right now, Lag still have the attempt to maybe put themselves at that 6th. But a tie could be in the cards. Molotov, HE gonna pop on off. Magic catches a worst of the damage. Zam low as well as they advance forward. Lag tentatively pushing away, and Magic falls first. Of course, Laws looks fantastic. His teammate falls, but he's good for 2, which equalizes it out. The retake looks to come through with Tavik, finding out Nick, slipping it all down to Esperanza. Now Nick X, and they're very quickly dealt with. Suffer able to finish things off.
It's just so wild in the post plant that they're willing to wide swing E-box like that. That's such a liability in a post plant that it feels like is a mistake that you want to clean up years ago. But they're making it right now. They're just wide swinging into E-box in these 3v3 situations.
Yeah.
Without any utility, hoping that we can land a kill while there's a player that's actively on site firing away and maybe thinking that they had an advantage, but that's a big mistake from Nyx. And you can see once he loses his ground in E-box, the rest of the team has to worry about it. It's not a mistake that you want to see at all. But Lag,
Yeah.
letting him creep back into things.
Now, as they go ahead and get things rolling. A very important round here for Revenge Nations to go ahead and clean up here for the tie. Of course, if they do drop this somehow to the Mac 10s, Tech 9s, and the 2 AKs of Lag, it could be devastating. Their economy is still not in a brilliant spot either. They have 2 players that are in decent positions, but the rest of them are not. But it doesn't seem to matter because Zam and Soffer come up in a big way and completely close it out. Experative, the last man standing, is dealt with as well, and that will be all she wrote.
There you go, tied up. No more weakness in this defense here. A short run of things. Had a little bit of ground being gained, but I was shut down very quickly here on the side of Lag. Big reality check to be handed to them. They let this CT side continue to succeed here. An aggression perfectly placed over has turned up in these last 2 maps here to become just a monster in the series.
It really has been monstrous. But now with the Galil's out on the field for OG and Nick X, they gotta try and find something to work. I mean, they keep hitting this B site, but it hasn't worked in the past couple of rounds. I feel like they need to go ahead and diversify, maybe play through mid. Of course, if they do that, they gotta run straight into the AWP of Tabin, and he's been such a fierce opponent with the AWP over the past couple of maps that running into him has been quite the mistake. Experative, though, there you go. That's the way to do it. Catches the 2 advancing players coming in one after another. It's a bit of a mistake. Leaves it all down into a 3v4. The advantage starts to go the way of Lag, and now a retake gonna have to come through. We do see Tabin with the up decently close at hand. He's going to start to deploy a little bit of utility, trying to force players out of position. Of course, they do swing the opposite way instead of swinging into him. Counter utility being put down. Magic still attempting. Flash comes through, no swing off of it. He swings off of 1 flash, and that's Magic. Go ahead and finding one on the Nick X.
Those plans are not comfortable here, but there you go. Experative finally able to swing into action. OG Wizard lock it in for a 6. This time the post plant's kind of buttoned up for the side of Lag. You don't see those big overextensions. You don't see panic, which is a lesson learned on the fly for this squad. And as you said, that B-side target that they've been going towards hasn't necessarily been the best in terms of like the success rate. Finally does work. You could see there was potential in those B takers.
Yeah, there definitely was, and it works out nicely here for Lag into that previous round. Their post plant was able to really connect up. They had a good amount of utility to slow things down with as well. Now his extra util is put down to go ahead. Try and flush players out of possession. Nothing going to be really netted from it. Now, bit of util being placed out.
Poking and prodding with the AWP.
Yeah. They're
Ice in the
still
waters.
attempting to try and find these things. For the time being, they're going to be playing up here through canals, like you're saying. There's 3 players really to hold this down. And, I mean, one of them is going to be really difficult to find out. It's going to be lost. Of course, Magic was able to find out the first one to OG Wizard, who is in Lark. Now as util is deployed. They go ahead, clear one smoke. It's not going to be netting much. Oh, no. Weeza. That's kind of devastating. Gets caught. Lost. Able to find him. And he was the player I was kind of concerned about coming into this round. And we're into a 3v5 for close blind. Still good amounts of utility to use even at this late stage. It's getting off good damage. Zam's going to be able to find out one, but Fall Tapping gets out one as well. Living it all down on Nick X. He's got a lineup for it, but... Ooh, missed the timing. Will be able to tap off one. Good little tap. Nick X continuing it up. Finds another fight. Ooh, just one after another. He winds up... And, Magic X pulled off of it. But that wasn't red. And we'll see it all closed out 6-6 at the half.
All tied up once again. Not too much of a surprise there that we see this even exchange. Both of these teams not willing to give up on this series. Nick X almost, just about, given a clutch to be incredibly happy about. Doesn't quite finish the job. We'll see how this pistol goes. Again, Revenge Nation always willing to call in the pauses to start off these rounds.
Yeah, no, I can't really blame Revenge Nation on this. They really like to go ahead and try and take their time a bit more as they do get farther and farther into this. They're just trying to make sure they're cool, calm, and collected for each of these rounds because, I mean, they've been hectic nearly every time. It's been team fights into each and every round. It's been retakes. Everything's been on a knife's edge. Or like you said earlier on, we don't really get, like, proper team fights generally in CS. So that's very much terminology for other games. But, I mean, I think it fits in some of these rounds where we've just seen the amounts of utility used late into the round, along with the way that these angles being played, these crossfires being played so late. I mean, they've been team fights, true to the word, and it's kind of weird to see, but it's worked in some situations, then sometimes it hasn't.
God. Gonna see an OG Wizard fight here alongside Sam's. How is OG Wizard still alive? It eventually just runs dry on the clip. And now it's Revenge Nation's chance to get some fun having on that T side there. Loss continuing. Now he has a chance to operate on this T side, and we've seen some of his entry work. That, you know, that first map of Ancient where he just was an absolute menace.
Yeah,
With those B side plays.
it really has been. I mean, it's just getting more and more devastating. Well, they'll push their way up really quickly, but man, that's the way to do it. Mac 10, look at that. What is that? 12, 1800 from those three?
A lot of cash, that's for sure.
It really is.
Yeah, a lot of extra money being gathered. I'm gonna be happy with the way that one went. No casualties and a quick 8th round. They set their focus on towards this actual gun round. Fasted towards the B side. They're gonna overwhelm here. They are successful in that mission. 2 entries, a fast flank formulating that's being watched, and as you fail in that mission, what else do you have here to work with? But probably just holding on to your weaponry. It is going to be Revenge Nation flying to a 9th here on the bonus.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is just looking to be a very quick round here for Revenge Nation to pick up. Weeza, Experative, eliminated so quickly into this rounds, and man, OG, Nick X, Nyx, just going ahead, saving over into the Nexus. Just super important.
Terrorists win.
I'll be able to hold on to their weaponry. At least for now. Losing their grasp on the series. And again, loser goes down 0-2. Afforded no mistakes from that point forward in these series. And for a team like Lag, who's been building up a lot of momentum, you know, falling short here in the Swiss stage would be a big surprise.
Ooh. He attempted a couple of shots there. Doesn't connect up, of course. We will see Revenge Nation starting to force their way forward. Man, Lost is just so good on those entries.
Yeah. That's no joke. I want to mess with this guy when he's swinging into you.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, now they'll go ahead and follow him back. Not necessarily wanting to overdo it there in that mid position. They leave one to go ahead and stay and lurk. It looks like they want to ultimately head towards A. 2 players to hold it down. It's Nyx along with OG Wizard. Seeing that one down. OG Wizard is someone definitely to be wary of into these rounds. He's looked great. He seemed to be a little bit slower into this map than he was there on the previous or the first. But regardless, he's still done some good work. And oh, Magic, man, the timing. Absolutely insane. But still, the players allowed range 148 for the retake. Software goes ahead, starts things off. We see Weeza activate as well. Lost 6 finds out 1 as well to get down to a 2v3. His trades go back and forth. Weeza's last man standing, and he'll be dealt with very quickly. Revenge Nation take up another massive round. Right now, Lag, they're on the precipice of their demise, and they're on the precipice of being sent into the 0-2 spot, which is absolutely mental.
Yeah, it's going to be a shock to their system here. A roster that wanted to build up some steam here. Again, throughout 2024, got themselves a big win at the Philadelphia Philly LAN. Made it into ECL, looking to replicate that success. And making it out of the Swiss stage, I thought was a guarantee for a team like this. I thought it was a hiccup versus Detonate. Those feelings might be lingering into this series if they cannot stabilize right here and right now. And OG Wizard could be the man to do it.
Well, Lost, still looking for this engagement. Ooh, just a bit off that time. Well, they've lost the 2 initial picks into this. This is a good luck here for Lag. Revenge Nation, they're going ahead, shying away from Canals, maybe. They're going to play through mid. It's uncontested, at least for the time being. The first resistance they'll meet over there is way back in mid, over there towards Nick X. It's watching over towards Connector.
Getting us a pack here.
Ooh, there we go. That's huge information.
Yeah, strength in numbers here, but all of those numbers spotted out now. So they're going to need a lot more of their strength to get through this one.
I really like the fact that Experative just goes ahead, Jiggle peeks it, watches the fights, and then backs off immediately, not wanting to overdo it. Of course, Magic is now all alone. He's able to find out a nice little 3-piece. He needs to get an ace here. If he does, it's going to be absolutely mental. We saw OG Wizard pull off something similar.
Missed. Oh, no time.
Ah, that's such a shame. Man, he got a nice little 4-piece as well. I would be so upset.
Yeah. I mean, you could maybe be upset, but if you're Revenge Nation and you're looking at the story of the success so far, I mean, to his credit, there's a lot of exit damage done in a 5v3 that should just be comfortably converted here. There shouldn't be a lot of questions about how this round shapes up. And yet, there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of price tags added to every single kill that he gathers here.
Nope. With these players edging their way around, it looks like a bit of a split. They're going to play 1 through Canal, 3 through Main, or 2 through Main, rather. We still got 1 in Larkin. Ooh, Tabin. Good kill there. Experative just going to go ahead and trade out that FAMAS for an A1S. Can't really blame him on that.
Shout out Weeza. Thank you for that A1S. Unfortunately, it came at a price of man down. What a fight back there from Nick X. Not happy playing it. Player missing. Goes and seeks for some damage. Smart play.
Well, time is becoming limited now. We're down to the last 40 seconds. Now ticking towards 35 and below it. Move's going to have to be made at this point. I will say, I do like how Revenge Nation has slowed down the rounds. They played super quick in the beginning, and now I've gone ahead and completely shifted focus. Well, they're dictating it, and they're making the move. Shot rings through. Nick X able to find out the first. Zam finds out a nice kill, but Nick X, man, looking to be on top of it. Trades out his A1S for another A1S, and it's all down to Tabin. Tabin 1v3, dealt with by OG Wizard. And that will be lag. Closing it out.
The man advantage that vanishes. Nick X able to do a lot of heavy lifting right there. They're gonna find themselves closer and closer to a point so they can even out the score line. Cabin still has his AWP. Everyone still rocking some pretty good firepower here on this T side, so it's not fully done.
No,
just yet.
Not by any means. Starting to sneak their way forward. We'll see them playing up through canals. They're going to be attempting this B side again. We've seen Lag going ahead and putting up a much better defense round after round. Look at this Soffer. This could be massive. There we go. Starts it off. Big kill. Finds out Nyx. Leaves it down to a 5v4. Could be able to get OG Wizard if he gets the timing right. He could. There it is. Oh my god.
It's just
Stabbing
over.
able to follow it up. Absolutely mental.
Austin a flash right there. And continue to run into this brick wall. The economy's been just so fortified here that even if there's some slip-ups, even if there's some mishaps in these 4v5s, they just bounce back and they get those same openers, they get those same advantages. This time, though, they button up. They make sure that they don't give those advantages back. Instead, when the re-aggression comes through, they're prepared and they've learned their lesson.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. But as they go ahead and just edge their way around slowly but surely, Nick X, he's all alone, and I mean, he could possibly get himself in a kill or two, but I don't have too much faith he could do too much more than that. There we go. Finds out Soffer. At least a little bit of something.
Onto this rifle, pretty important for him.
I know, it's incredibly needed.
OG Wizard can definitely invest into another AWP here. But what a timing on this aggression, Sofer. And then not even missing a beat here. Knows he's got one, but knows there's another around the corner. And this is not where you want to be financially. Revenge Nation know there's a chance here. Maybe they're easiest to claim series point. Right here and right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is where they could be able to end it and put themselves in a good position to be in that 2-0 points. But then again, I'm not counting anything just yet. Because, oh dear lord, we have seen some of the most ridiculous things here in the past. So I think we could see something a bit ridiculous. What do you think? Do you think we see an absolute run by Lag to put themselves up towards 9, 10, and 11? Do you think it's going to happen?
Hey, our overtime predictions are still there, so. As I said earlier, why not? Why wouldn't we get all the overtimes here rolling on in? But for now, it kind of relies on this round, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
Lag need it. Otherwise,
Oh, it's happened.
their chances of overtime get drastically lessened.
We'll love this boost to result in something, but it won't. It won't. Still, regardless, they start to edge their way around. Now, so make their way up. We do see them playing through mid, slowly but surely. We're looking at Nick X to be that deciding factor here for Lag. And, ooh, man. Baits out the op shot. They're aware. He's going to go ahead, deploy smoke, just looking to play behind it. Does this cause them to try and go through the connector all the way to B, that corridor? It's a very long corridor, but they could opt to do it. And, yeah, they're just going to do it silently. You don't see this play very often. Starting to sneak their way around.
I feel like this is just too much map control for the T side.
Yeah, no, it is. This is crazy. Look how far behind they are. They're going to be able to go ahead and start things off, though, from Exper that finds out the first. OG Wizard finds out a kill as well. And, man, it's all of a sudden like we're seeing this Lag side on a bit of a retake. Without even the bomb being down, but Weeza, man, I can't believe he's able to keep that alive. That allows Nick X to get towards the site. Soffer gets the kill with the Molotov after death, leaving it all down Tabin. Tabin's alone now, 1v2, picks up the bomb, has 15 seconds remaining. He's going to go ahead, just tap it. Pros don't fake, though. And unfortunately, I think that's it for him. Or actually, he's able to get away with a little bit. It looked like he could have got that down, but it's not going to be the case.
Here we go. They did it. They won the round that they needed. In the most unlikely fashion, it's Weeza in E-Box with an MP9 and no ammo and 0 trades. And they just watches their chances of comfortably closing out this map vanish. And we watch as this game just got a lot more competitive at this point. I mean, that's it right there. That was the round. That was the way that Revenge Nation lay this one in. But that's not what they get. That's not what's given to them at all. They gotta do it the hard way now.
Man, no, they've definitely got to do it the hard way, but we'll see if they're able to. Tech 9s and an AK to use. I hear rifle play. They're just going to pop out, man. This is going to be a super quick hit. Oh. Is that a misclick?
Oh my god,
they just bait him forward? No way that was on purpose, right?
I don't know, but he's so surprised either way, and it's instant redemption. As I said, they gotta do it the hard way. They
Dude.
might have just given them at least space to do it.
I
got a
have
bomb
to
plan.
say, that shot, that was either just 1,000 IQ play, or it was an accident worked out perfectly.
I don't think it was on purpose. I'm pretty sure it was an accident, but maybe, you know, baiting him into a false sense of security. And this is desperate times calling for desperate measures, and Nyx knows that if he gets on that bomb, he's certainly dead.
Yeah, the Tech 9s and the AK. Oh, man. That was a round and a half. When I saw them get that close up, I was like, this is going to be the hard pop out, and it's somehow going to work. It does. This is going to avoid, at least for the time being, the chance that Lag could try to tie us up and send us into overtime. I'm still predicting overtime. I still think overtime's in the cards. But it's looking less and less likely as time progresses. I mean, they have to flawless from here on out. It's map point, series point, Revenge Nation. They're looking to be 1-1. Lag is looking to be sent down 0-2. But overall, this result has been fairly surprising.
Yeah, I'm with you. Definitely a surprise.
I mean, beginning of this game, I would have 100% predicted this being 2-0 lag, but I mean, Revenge Nation, they've looked solid. It's not been a bad showing from them at all.
No, it's been great. Been able to keep themselves close throughout the entire series. Even the loss on an Ancient looked like they had a lot going for them in terms of success, in terms of really being able to win that. We'll see. Gonna try and finish it with an A play here, and the MP9's not the right tool for the job when 4 AKs are right around that corner. Lesson learned there, but it's gonna be Nick X has to watch from the sidelines as the rest of the roster tries to recover a retake here in the 4v5.
This is going to be a bit difficult here. We could be seeing the end of the series. And oh, the AG! So dicey. Of course, we do see Nyx find himself a kill.
Oh my god.
Nyx! Oh no! This isn't how it goes, is it? This isn't where they get a chance. Sulfur, oh, that's ridiculous. Finds himself a very drastic 2K spray. Zam in the backline finds a kill, and he's able to close it. For a second there, that was ridiculous. It looked like we could have seen Revenge Nation completely capitulate the site, but it's just not the case. They take 13 by the skin of their teeth, and that's 13-9. Well, a way to do it, no overtimes.
0 OTs. I thought we were getting there, but Revenge Nation have other plans.